So we just had another virtual town hall. So far it's just me, but we'll go over what we went over. We're talking about money and politics, right? 3.1 billion was the amount spent by presidential candidates in the 24-month election cycle, right? This is all stuff you can look up yourself. This is data that I got from FEC.gov, right? 3.1 billion over 24 months. And this is just Republicans and Democrats raising money for themselves for their campaigns. Most of that money is just spent on ads, slinging dirt from one to the other, right? You can see the Democrats raised 1.5 billion, the Republicans raised 1.6 billion. This is just from their particular parties, right? Some of the top contributors from Trump's campaign: Las Vegas Sands, Walt Disney, Allison Clinic, and it was interesting to see Blackstone as well. And Biden, which was interesting to see, Bloomberg gave him 93 million, and who else was down there? Alphabet, Google gave him 5 million. So these are some of the top contributors to those individual campaigns, but that's pales in comparison to the PAC money, right? 13.227 billion in PAC money, right? And PAC is Political Action Committee, right? And as I mentioned before, I'm not a politician, and as I educate myself on these things, I'm sharing this knowledge with you because money in politics is part of the reason why we're in the trouble that we're in now. Let's look at this money in politics. Let's go back here. Sorry about that. Alrighty, and when you look at the breakdown, it actually looks like a PAC money, right? 13.227 billion PAC money. Campaign money is 3.1 billion, right? 4 times more PAC money than campaign money, right? And you can see the breakdown. Their leadership PACs are the ones that are led by the actual people running the campaigns. Then you have hybrid PACs and super PACs, right? And you can see they're raising 7.7 billion and 3.4 billion respectively. Again, leadership PAC are those people that are holding the office. In political action committee, that's just the general. They are able to, represent business and labor interests, most of them not us, and allowed to not coordinate with a campaign. Super PAC can raise unlimited money, and they're not supposed to be affiliated with campaigns, but most are run by people that are close to the campaigns. Hybrid PACs, a little bit of both, can elect unlimited funds as well. Political nonprofits, that's where they can hide the money because they're not technically political organizations and don't have to disclose their donors. And again, PAC money is huge, right? So 16.4 billion. Let's say what we can do with that. We can end homelessness. 20 billion a year would end homelessness. We spend 718 billion on the military and spend about 35,000 a year dealing with chronic homelessness, right? So could that money be spent to help people instead of, jailing them and doing things of that nature? And ending world hunger. Estimates say in a 330 billion to end it by 2030, or 45 billion a year. We spend 1.8 trillion in military spending in 2020. 766 billion for the military in 2020. So we could end world hunger, we can end homelessness with what we spend in our military budget. But most political candidates won't talk about these things. They want to play partisan politics and not really looking out for the greater good.